Zombie games are leveling up with tougher hordes and intense, unpredictable moments. Here are the next level zombie titles heading your way soon. Let's get into it. Cinder City takes you into a ruined industrial zone filled with twisted, half-mechanical creatures. The world is dark, smoky, and covered in rust and broken machinery. You move through collapsing districts while uncovering how the infection started. It's a place where technology, decay, and horror mix together. God Save Birmingham takes place in a dark version of the UK that is drowning in the undead. You explore tight streets, survivor camps, and dangerous faction-controlled areas. Combat stays close range and gritty, using whatever weapons you can find. The goal is to protect the few safe places left in the city. Ill focuses on body horror and slow, heavy tension. The infection twists people and environments into disturbing shapes. You search for supplies while trying to survive creatures that react fast and unpredictably. The experience leans into shock, dread, and the fear that nothing around you is safe. Resident Evil 9 Requiem follows a new outbreak tied to secrets buried in the series' history. You explore remote towns, hidden labs, and dark forests filled with evolving threats. The experience mixes survival horror with strong cinematic moments and deep lore. Every clue brings you closer to the virus's most dangerous form.
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Grace, stay close to me.
I'm coming!
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite unique.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
Mom, I'm scared.
Grace. They're coming.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Crisol Theater of Idols blends zombie horror with ritual symbols and twisted religious imagery. You move through ruined streets and eerie shrines filled with decayed figures. Light is a key tool for revealing and burning away threats in the dark. The whole world feels like a nightmare performance you're trapped inside.
As the release date staggers ever closer, each video in this series will break down a different part of the game, giving you a sneaky look at the horror ahead in 2026. For our first episode, I hope you've got your sea legs engaged, because we're sailing to Tormentosa, an island cursed with eternal storms and facing the wrath of a powerful entity. Tormentosa really does have it all. Beautiful beaches, plenty of places for great food and drink, and welcoming locals. Okay, maybe I lied about the last part. Tormentosa is an island off the coast of Hispania, a rich and strikingly twisted version of Spain, carefully crafted by Madrid-based Vermilla Studios. Creative director David Tornero and his team wanted to make sure that the town itself is as much a character in Crisol as our leading man Gabriel, and to make sure that Spanish culture bleeds into every location. The word Crisol actually means crucible, and the studio has created Tormentosa as a melting pot of different influences from across the country in different eras. This means you'll see Romanesque, Baroque, and of course Gothic architecture combining to bring to life a wholly unique but still definitively Spanish world. But to truly understand Tormentosa, it's time for some lore. Two warring religions have called the island home over the years, the Cult of the Sea and the Church of the Sun. The island was once named Aurora, full of those who worship the flames of the sun god. By the time we get there though, the Cult of the Sea has taken over, and we see lives that are shaped entirely by water. Anchors loom on the skyline, scales are the order of the day when it comes to decor, and those who worship the sun have been labelled heretics and disappeared into the shadows. Playing as Gabriel, a follower of the sun god, we enter a city that has desperately remodelled to get away from its past. But you'll still find history of these warring religions as you wander the streets, including in blood memories that let us catch a glimpse of what came before.
We will calm the waters.
Given that Gabrielle needs blood to shoot and stay alive, you'll have to absorb nearby corpses of animals to keep your health up. But these aren't your average livestock. Scales cover their bodies as something in the water has warped and mutated them into land-sea hybrids, something that the town is clearly fiercely proud of. Delicious. And finally, it only seems right to give you a sneak peek at the central hub of Crisol, the fair. Vermilla wanted you to have at least one place where you can take a breather and put down that spiked pistol for a while. And a traditional Spanish fair seemed like a perfect place to do that. All structured around a beautiful carousel, the fair lets you catch up with lone survivors on the island, do some much needed upgrades, and yes, play some carnival games. Each one is seeped in the lore of Tormentosa, with this one letting you literally extinguish the flames of the sun with the water of the sea. So that's a quick behind-the-scenes glimpse at Tormentosa and the world you'll be entering in Crisol Theatre of Idols, which is coming to consoles and PC in 2026. You can wishlist it now on Steam. And don't forget to subscribe to Blumhouse Games to make sure you keep up with all of our news and updates from our dev teams.
만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면
Mudang Two Hearts follows a shamanic path through villages and fields touched by the undead. You fight using charms, rituals, and traditional weapons linked to ancient beliefs. The infected mix with folklore creatures and restless spirits. The story uncovers a powerful curse tied to your own past.
당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것입니다. 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태!
Can you describe the sound in the recording?
Project Spectrum takes place in a research facility full of failed experiments and shifting mutations. Each creature reacts differently to sound, movement, and light. You explore labs, tunnels, and testing rooms while learning how each enemy behaves. Survival depends on studying weaknesses and adapting on the spot.
I remember the wind. Strong wind. What the hell happened here?
We got company!
But sometimes, loss can birth beasts and bury truths. What do you think? What if you are the beast?
The beast?
blessed halls of Porthbarrow.
Ritual Tides brings you to a haunted coastline where the undead rise with the pull of the ocean. You travel across foggy shores, ruined docks, and lighthouses used for dark rituals. The drowned come back twisted by the sea and the people who worship it. Each tide cycle brings new danger and fewer places to hide.
Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
The Florist begins in a quiet town, overtaken by plant-based infection. Enemies grow through spores, roots, and twisted blossoms spreading across the streets. You uncover how one experiment changed the balance between life and death. The story mixes botanical horror with a mystery that keeps expanding. Resilient follows a group trying to rebuild after most of the world falls to an outbreak. You gather supplies, secure shelter, and guide others through difficult choices. The undead grow more dangerous at night, making planning important. The focus is on survival, community, and staying strong in a harsh world.
Future depended on us, or so we thought.
Directive 8020 takes place aboard a colony ship drifting through space after an infection takes hold. Mutated crew members roam dark corridors and sealed sections of the ship. You upgrade tools, lock down rooms, and search for anyone still alive. Every noise in the darkness feels like a warning of something nearby.
Facilities on deck 4.
Not really in the mood for a walk.
It's our only option. What would Stafford say?
Never forget why you started. Would you look at that? Gets me every time.
Come on, Galileo. What a mess.
Understatement of the year.
What is that?
Coolant, maybe?
What we're doing here is a vital step into a new tomorrow.
Okay, now you are sounding like one of William's training videos.
We have always questioned whether we're alone in the universe. It's only when we come face to face with death that we get our answer. However connected the universe may be, in the end, we all die alone.
Hunger puts starvation and infection side by side as constant threats. You search abandoned towns, tunnels, and bunkers for food while avoiding the undead. Resources are scarce, forcing tough decisions at every step. The world pushes you to think fast about what you need to stay alive.
What seekest thou in the dark? A touch of warmth? A gold coin? Or two? Deep within these folds of flesh, you and I both know. Death has judged us rightly. For we are but beasts, unworthy of salvation.
Toxic Commando brings loud, chaotic zombie action inspired by 80s horror. You join a squad of wild characters, using over-the-top weapons and armored vehicles. Massive swarms rush the screen while explosions and humor mix together. The focus is on fast, fun, and destructive combat.
Liar, liar! Zombie on fire!
Oopsie!
They're wrecking our ride!
Could use some help now!
I need some first. Can you all please cover me?
Whatever works.
Liminal Point takes you through strange, empty spaces where reality feels off. The infection bends environments into dreamlike zones filled with lurking undead. Exploration stays slow and eerie, with danger hiding in quiet corners. The experience builds fear through atmosphere and unsettling visuals.
Peace remembers, and so do I.
Nakwon Last Paradise is set in a ruined city, where slow, reactive infected respond to any sound. You move carefully through streets, rooftops, and alleys while collecting supplies. Stealth matters more than direct fighting, making every noise risky. Escaping safely with your loot becomes the main challenge. Projekt Z takes place on a war-torn island filled with undead soldiers and failed experiments. Each character brings unique abilities that change how missions play out. You explore bunkers, labs, and old bases full of military secrets. The tone mixes gritty WW2 action with supernatural terror.
Worse than I expected. Do you see those growths there on the beach? Did your government brief you on any potential anomalies?
Ground Zero focuses on the early days of an outbreak when fear and chaos spread fast. Streets collapse into panic as civilians turn and cities fall apart. You fight through broken neighborhoods and early quarantine areas. The tension comes from watching the world lose control one moment at a time.
Are you there? I just killed a dog. Actually, 2 dogs.
That plant thing! It's doing something to the bodies here!
I think it's mutating them.
Dog, human, fucking whale, who knows what else?
It's better you just turn around and leave.
I only have 1 more shell. I don't think it's going to be enough.
It's too late! Dying won't change anything!
Portal's Edge brings dimensional rifts into a world already filled with undead creatures. Portals distort space, bring in new enemies, and twist the environment around you. You explore unstable zones that shift and collapse without warning. Combat relies on unusual tools and adapting to strange terrain. Blight Survival takes place in a medieval land torn apart by a deadly plague. You and a partner explore forests, villages, and battlefields overrun by blighted creatures. Combat is brutal and grounded, using realistic melee weapons. Teamwork and timing are key to staying alive.
Stop warming your balls and get over here! Hey, are you listening to me?
Sure, I am.
You're hearing me. You ain't listening.
Leave off, Granger.
Look at him, or I'll make you.
Boy, calm down, will you? Alright, I'm looking.
What did I say then, eh?
Just for the paint.
That's it. That painted armor. Bloody savages, didn't I say?
Yeah, you said it, Granger.
Get off him. What, you think he's got blight? Sometimes it's harder to spot, yeah? Gets in your veins first. Clogs up your brain. You're infected before you know it.
He's dead.
Poor bastard reeks. Probably dead for days. You're new to this. It only gets worse after they're dead. Makes you almost sorry for him. My ass doesn't feel too sorry. Keep looking.
Zeverland puts you in a massive open world filled with infected humans and mutated animals. You explore abandoned theme parks, flooded districts, and overgrown roads. Crafting and resource management keep the pressure high as enemies evolve. The world feels unpredictable and always ready to catch you off guard.
The wind carries the scent of ash and corpses, like the last breaths of a dying world. The sun still shines. But for how much longer? Hey, Wilmorians of the future. It's your boy 01 here. I used to be a coder. Now I'm a farmer, canned food enthusiast, part-time surgeon, and a full-time Zed Slayer. Let me show you a day in the life of a survivor. I started the morning off by bagging a deer. The meat's good eating, the pelt can mend my coat, and I can even make its bones into a knife. Waste not, want not. Then I cut a whopper down by the lake. Mike threw in the potatoes and peppers he grew. Who knew you could feast like this in the apocalypse? This world's taught me one thing. Those who waste end up getting wasted. We built watchtowers out of scrap, booby-trapped the road with fuel barrels, and lined the walls with spikes. Good thing, too, because last night we had a swarm come for the North Tower. After one well-placed firebomb, you could smell charred Zed for miles. Some of them tried to climb up, but got hooked on the spikes. You ever hear a Zed scream? I have. A lot. Once we ran out of ammo, it was time to break out the weird stuff. Then the rain started to fall. That really got the Zeds riled up. Fortunately, we still had a few shocking tricks up our sleeves. By the way, the Doomsday Fleet just got a whole new look. We put a comfy chair and TV in the box truck, and threw some solar panels on top. Now, nothing will keep me from watching my stories. The fire engine got a new grill guard, mostly because we needed somewhere to dry our clothes. As for the taxi, we just hooked up a speaker system. It's great for parties. On our last outing, we only managed to clear out half the big box store. It was like Black Friday with all the Zeds in there. and we were cheap TVs. We still walked away with a huge haul. Most of us, at least. Do you think the Zeds still recognize old friends? But that's a question for another day. For now, the Doomsday Fleet rides again. I got too many Zeds on me. Help me distract them.
Roger that! I'm firing up the speakers! Rockstar coming through! Make way!
Nice driving! Can I get your autograph? Looky here. We got some fireworks.
Let's put on a show!
Hold on, I'm headed your way. Whoa, did you see your head just now?
Don't just leave it there! You can use that!
There's too many of them. We need to ride out of here!
Coming through! Guys, we got a really bad customer on our 6!
Those fireworks!
Strap in, because I'm about to rock your world!
"29 days since I became a Zed. You might think Zeds don't need to eat, but let me tell ya, the hunger's like nothing you've ever felt before. I thought I was done for. A bunch of humans took my arm off. Really ruined my day. But then I found a new arm, bigger and better. I pressed it into my shoulder hole. A perfect fit. I've become an apex predator. Other Zeds are just meat. Another new arm, new legs, a new head. I'm nearly complete. The animals of the forest, more meat. Feel so powerful, completely unstoppable. But how long can I live like this? I ran into an old friend yesterday, fresh meat. I tried to say hello, but he shot a firework at my face. So rude. But the colors were so pretty. It was like a music festival just for me. You look at me and see a monster.
Darkwood 2 returns to a hostile forest filled with fear, mystery, and new nightmares. You scavenge during the day and fortify your hideout at night. Shadows hide creatures that move closer as darkness falls. Every choice affects what finds you when the lights go out. Valor Mortis blends tactical combat with a world overrun by infection. You recruit survivors, upgrade their skills, and take on dangerous missions. Enemy types change and spread, forcing you to plan carefully. Every victory pushes back the infection, even if only for a short time. Twilight Project shows a world stuck between light and darkness after a strange outbreak. Shadows behave unnaturally, and infected creatures react to the shifting glow. You explore fading cities, abandoned labs, and eerie twilight zones. Each location reveals more about why the world changed. Where the forest ends takes place, near an ancient forest hiding a deep infection. You explore lonely cabins, foggy trails, and cursed clearings filled with twisted creatures. The environment feels alive, hostile, and aware of your presence. The deeper you go, the more the forest reveals its secrets. Phase 0 follows an infection that evolves through different stages, each more dangerous. Early areas show basic undead, while later zones bring huge and complex mutations. Exploration and combat change as the virus reshapes the world. Stopping the final phase becomes the core challenge.
Phase 0.
Long Gone takes place many years after civilization collapses. You explore empty towns, abandoned shelters, and nature-covered ruins while avoiding roaming undead. Along the way, you meet scattered survivors and uncover stories of people who disappeared. The world feels quiet, lonely, and slowly being taken back by the wild.